and we're underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, an impressive talent that I'll be watching will be Mikel Oyarzabal. He likes to play with a freedom and drift between the flank and that number 10 position, and his skill on the ball makes him very pleasing on the eye too. You'll get some real enjoyment out of this guy.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Rodri. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Here's Nick, and the shot! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Kubasi. Nico Williams. Nico Williams goes pelting down that left-hand side. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Burgess. Moved on forwards. And he cuts out the supply. Pedri. Rodri. Eric Garcia. Kubasi. Pedri. Dani Olmo. Eric Garcia. And it's played forward. In by Llorente. That's a cute ball. Eric Garcia getting this one clear. Nico Williams. Dani Olmo. Mikel Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal played through into space. Burgess. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Dani Olmo. Rodri. Llorente. Kubasi. Pedri. Pedri shifted upfield. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Suter, aim forwards. Yamal wins the duel this time. It's been a bright start from the underdogs. Certainly got the supporters going.
Well, it's clear they've decided that the best form of defence is attack. Of course, you have to wonder whether they can keep this up for a lot longer.
And it's Olmo. Nico Williams played out to the left flank. And here's Oyarzabal. Chance! Goal! Spain!
Spain, yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Spain break through nice and early, just as they wanted it. Burgess. Spain are already ahead, the perfect start.
Well, this is all down to a big team commitment to exercise a measure of control, and it's working.
Pedri. Yamal. Llorente. And here's Yamal. Oyarzabal. Ryan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Spain leading here after what's been an eventful start to the game. Eric Garcia forwards and with intent. And it's Olmo. Dani Olmo. Kubasi. That's really well manoeuvred. That has been knocked clear. Spain are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. And it's lofted through here. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Grimaldo gently done. Rodri. Yamal. Williams. Now it's Williams. Williams' cross. And here's the chance to counter. He's shifting through the gears here. Corner it is. They've played it short. Pedri. Now it's Yamal. Great defending, strong and determined. Muscular approach does pay off here. Showing good feet. Can he finish? And it's been taken short. Very nicely done. Dani Olmo defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Pedri. This could be an Australian counter-attack. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. A chance to play it in. Oh, that, and the shot! Yamal. Eric Garcia. Forward it goes. Shooter does really well to win the ball there. Australia have reclaimed it. Out to the left it goes. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Fires it in low. Eric Garcia clears it away. Looks as though there's been a call to arms here for those 6-foot plenties to head towards the penalty area.
Yeah, they've got plenty targets awaiting, so they'll be looking to get on the end of anything that gets played into the box.
Proves too strong. Foot in, and that's clear cut. It's a free kick. A little off target. He's had a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Header! Hit with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Pedri. Rodri. Pau Kubasi. Forwards and with intent. Shooter. And it's played forward. Yamal. Dani Olmo. Kubasi. Nico Williams. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Suter. Pau Kubasi gets across to intercept that. Eric Garcia shifted upfield. Burgess. Suter. That's really well manoeuvred. Lovely feet. Real chance! Out for a throw. Eric Garcia, aim forwards. Dani Olmo. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. He's got away. Chance for a shot! It's off target and by quite a way. And they've got a throw. And it's Olmo. And here's Yamal.
Lamine Yamal really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Dani Olmo, spread out to the left. Burgess. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Dani Olmo. Grimaldo. Nico Williams. Oyarzabal has found the net here, of course. Llorente. He's having a shot!
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Good work on the right flank here. Moved on forwards. Mikel Oyarzabal. Yamal. Rodri. Do have a chance to counter here. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Oh, great chance! That's a corner kick. That's very neat. That is lovely. Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. He's in, gets the shot away! Oh, split-second reaction. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
There's plenty of positives to take, despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Spain have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. That Gets things going for the second half. Spain carrying a one-goal lead. Suta.
Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. They have done it. They have their equaliser. He has given that a lot.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on. The manager's absolutely loving this.
Australia grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, something tells me there'll be a few more twists and turns before it's all over, Peter.
Mikel Oyarzabal. Oh, that's a nice ball. He is just caressing the ball. Tries to get it clear. Pedri have it back and can go again. And it's Olmo. Yamal. Williams. Williams! It goes to show he is human after all.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Rodri. Dani Olmo. Pedri. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. And it's played forward. Done delicately. Delivers with whip. That is a brilliant interception. Dani Olmo, over to the left. Oyarzabal. Kubasi. Pau Kubasi, forwards and with intent. Burgess. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Pedri.
We're in for an intriguing second half now, contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
Eric Garcia. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Pau Kubasi shifted upfield. Yamal. Rodri. Yamal. Williams. Goes for a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Rodri. And here's Oyarzabal. And here's Nico Williams. Australia going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, that's surely a foul, free kick. And that's going to be a booking. He's trying the shot. Now who's going to be first to this? Into the channel. Tries to cross.
I think those reactions say it all. He didn't wait for the support and the chances gone a-begging.
Pau Kubasi aimed forwards. Nico Williams has created one goal already. Nico Williams. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Moved on forwards. It could be in here. Oh, nice touch. Might come loose. Well, the defence proved infallible then, and that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal head out towards the right wing. Shapes to shoot! A real chance and a real let-off. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Rodri did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Ball is over the line. Suter. Burgess. There's no getting past him. It's really well defended. Yamal. Pedri. Llorente. Oh, sweet feet. And here's Yamal. He has found the way through. Great chance! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Excellent. Decent chance! It's anyone's ball now.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Dani Olmo. Nico Williams is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Eric Garcia. Pedri, gently done. Australia do retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. Burgess. And it's played forward. Eric Garcia. Pedri. Kubasi. Pau Kubasi forwards and with intent. Burgess. That's really well manoeuvred. Eric Garcia. Kubasi. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Out to the right. Oh, can he get onto this? Suter. Pedri concedes a free kick for that. Great run on the overlap here. Pedri shifted upfield. Now it's Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
That's tidy. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Llorente looking to hit the byline here.
Spain clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Burgess. Aim forwards. It's an inviting looking ball, that. That's a throw. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, with the introduction of such a tall lad now, we may well see a more predictable, lofty route forward, but it's still very hard to deal with that, you know, if they can affect it right.
Now that's well seen too.
Spain really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Oh, nicely intercepted.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
moved on forwards. Keeper's got good distance on that. He's going to be disappointed with that. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Australia clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Eric Garcia. Pedri. Llorente. Pedri. Llorente. And it's Llorente. Oh, played through for the wide man.
There's the header! Oh, yes, it's there! Late in the day, this could well be it!
Spain, well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Spain take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think.
Australia really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Kubasi. Dani Olmo. Pau Kubasi, gently done. Burgess. And it's played forward. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Llorente. Oh, that's nice. Yamal. Lovely bit of skill. Spain have a free kick. Looking for. Oh, that is a bit special. Spain could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Oh, what a climb! That was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
2 minutes to be added on. Pau Kubasi forwards and with intent. Pedri. Llorente. Yamal. Llorente. Can he get onto this? Yamal pings it across. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. They've got what they wanted on a day where the result is the most important thing. 3 points, absolutely ideal. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, they've laid down a marker with such a good opening win, and they're saying to the rest of the group, we're intent on staying at the top. On this evidence, I think there's every chance too.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big up for our players.
Spain are looking to build on what was an ideal start. Played one, won one. Here comes the pivotal game. Win this, and the first hurdle is pretty much behind them. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So a sprint to make it through the group stage and a really vibrant atmosphere to match.
Yeah, 2 wins from 3 usually does the trick. Confidence is up, form looks good, and in a wonderfully expectant atmosphere, as you say. If they go about this with similar conviction, then all should be well come the final whistle.
If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this guy Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest talent of his generation to come out of Spain. I mean, he has all the traits of some of the great legends that have been there before him. The ability to handle the ball in tight spaces, his speed of thought on the turn, his understanding of the landscape around him, the intelligence in reading defensive positioning, all those factors which can make him unplayable when he's truly on song.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. What a throw in. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. That's a throw. Yamal. Pedri. That's a cute ball. Clearly not happy with that. Plays it out wide. Hit into the middle. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Llorente. Eric Garcia. Eric Garcia forwards and with intent. Nico Williams is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
That's really well manoeuvred. Well read, nice interception. Eric Garcia. Grimaldo. Laporte. Laporte shifted upfield. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Calmly anticipates. That is good strength. And that has been clubbed away. Aim forwards. Laporte gets it away. Rodri. Now it's Williams. Grimaldo. Laporte. Dani Olmo. Oyarzabal. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And the flag has stayed down. Oh, smashing header! Decent enough try.
Lamine Yamal is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Almiron. Eric Garcia. Things have been frenetic in the early part of this game. A lot of action high up the pitch. Llorente. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Williams! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Nico Williams clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
They've played it short. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Well read, and the danger is averted. Moved on forwards. Grimaldo gets over and intercepts. Nico Williams. Yamal. Yamal. And here's chance for a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Oyarzabal really couldn't have done much better with that. He was under so much pressure.
And here's Almiron. Paraguay.
It's looking pretty clear now, Peter, that the white players have been told to get the balls in much earlier here.
Yeah, Jim, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, crosses that are not carefully selected, but they are very effective.
Oh, such a clever touch. He's in a good position here. Oh, what a ball! Pedri has given away a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. Worth a try. Shame about the outcome.
Well, you've got to admire the confidence and the agility. Wasn't too far off either.
Danny Olmo. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Nico Williams chasing after it. And that's surely a foul. Free kick. Almiron. Can he finish? Cleared without complication. And he welcomes it in. Shoots! Decent hits and on target. It's a throw-in. Llorente. Eric Garcia. Laporte. And it's played forward. Danny Olmo. Aim forwards. Cuts out the pass. Up towards the front line. Going to be disappointed with that. That's really well manoeuvred. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Danny Olmo. Laporte shifted upfield. Almiron. Some good work on the right flank here. Oh, it's played. It's a mighty effort! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Danny Olmo, gently done. And that is as far as they're going to go. That's a lovely, neat pass. Moved on forwards. And that's aimed into the middle. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Yamal. Pedri. Rodri. Danny Olmo. Nico Williams. That's a nicely shaped ball. Off the ball! It's a good run, that. Great timing. And he cuts out the supply. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Paraguay clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Here's Oyarzabal. Nice control. Pedri tries to think it through. And it's Grimaldo. And it's played forward. So what can they make of this? He's well positioned. Tries a shot! It's there! The breakthrough strike!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Paraguay have fired themselves in front.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Nico Williams. He's making a real surge on the left. Dani Olmo. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Almiron. Almiron making good progress on the right-hand side. Lofted upfield, and the counter is on. Good play on the left-hand side here. Nico Williams. Grimaldo. Dani Olmo. Williams. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. It's a quick ball upfield. Oyarzabal. And here's Yamal. That's really well manoeuvred. Grimaldo shifted upfield. Oyarzabal. Grimaldo. Great challenge, time to perfection. And it's Pedri. Llorente. Played into the middle. Shot a goal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Has a look and plays it forward. Played back to the goalkeeper. Eric Garcia. Laporte. Spain are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. And it's Grimaldo. Yamal. Good, strong midfield running here. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Nico Williams. Dani Olmo. Nico Williams. Grimaldo charging forward down that flank. Oh, shooting chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
clears it away. Williams. Nico Williams opts to play it back. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Yamal. And here's Oyarzabal. Now it's Llorente. Llorente. Cleared away. And here's Llorente. Llorente. Oh, what a climb! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Played into space out wide. The less said about that pass, the better. Pedri. Eric Garcia, aim forwards. Spain can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. Quality ball. Eric Garcia can get it clear. And that's been won straight back. That's really well manoeuvred. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Moved on forwards. It's just beyond his reach. And they can counter here. Foot in. Rodri, gently done. Now it's Oyarzabal. There's no flag. Plenty to aim at here. Almiron. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. We hit half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I could see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we're off again.
Spain can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Dani Olmo. Pedri. And it's played forward. Proves too strong. Eric Garcia. Grimaldo. Laporte. Grimaldo. Eric Garcia. Pedri. Laporte forwards and with intent. Driven forward. Almiron spread out to the left. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Yamal. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Oyarzabal. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Spain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And the pass is intercepted. That'll be a throw. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Very nicely done. So who's he picking out? He whips in across. That is a brilliant interception. Pedri. Yamal. Now it's Oyarzabal. Rodri. Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo looking for a runner. He's got away. Williams! He's scored! They have brought themselves an equaliser. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, where you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Really will fancy their chances now. They need to make the most of the momentum, but they have to be careful not to overstretch themselves and pay a price.
Pedri. That's really well manoeuvred. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, played through for the wide man. Dani Olmo is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And it's Olmo. Mikel Oyarzabal. Pedri. And here's Yamal. Played with finesse. Nico Williams! Goal! Spain! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Spain. Get themselves into the lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Eric Garcia. Oyarzabal looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
And it's played into the middle. Moved on forwards. Llorente. Yamal. It's run loose here. Yamal. And it's played forward. Almiron looking to penetrate opposition lines.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Wins the duel this time. Aim forwards. He's in plenty of space here. Dani Olmo. Spain have scored 2 quick goals here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. And it's Grimaldo. That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, this looks sharp. Paraguay ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Laporte. Dani Olmo. Pedri. Llorente. Played towards the other side. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
It's a goal kick. Is onto it in a flash. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Yamal. Williams. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Llorente. Nico Williams. Grimaldo. Can he get onto this? Williams. Plays it in low. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Rodri. Pedri. Llorente. Eric Garcia. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, nicely intercepted. Moved on forwards. Rodri. Grimaldo. Dani Olmo. Who's set up 1 goal so far.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Almiron climbs up big! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Oyarzabal, and he's found the way past. Nico Williams knocks it out wide. Cross goes in there. And the keeper has it. Almiron, that's a clever looking ball. That is a little undercooked. Eric Garcia, aim forwards. And it's Pedri. Llorente. Pedri looking to get on the end of this. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. Well, that's well seen too. Played out to the right, and there's his chance to lead the counter. Good take, and is he in? Great defending, strong and determined. Decent chance! Oh, it's hit the post! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
A little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Dani Olmo. And here's Oyarzabal. And here's Nico Williams. Oyarzabal! Oyarzabal!
Paraguay really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And it's Pedri. Pedri. Yamal. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And that is out of play. Time for a change in personnel.
You know, he can't really have any complaints at being withdrawn. There must have been at least 5 efforts at goal that were underwhelming.
Rodri. And here's Pedri. And here's Yamal. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Great reaction.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Pedri. Yamal. And here's Oyarzabal. Well played. That has snuffed down the danger.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Yamal. And it's Llorente. Now it's Llorente. Now it's Oyarzabal. And that's an excellent interception.
Spain clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Yamal. Pedri. Yamal. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Spain surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Eric Garcia shifted upfield. And it's played forward. Well timed, excellent interception. Keeper's got good distance on that. Oh, there's a probing ball.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Pedri forwards and with intent. Oyarzabal. And here's Yamal. Dani Olmo. That's going to go a long way. There's going to be another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Laporte. Rodri. That's really well manoeuvred. Williams. And it's Grimaldo. Grimaldo. Now here's the delivery.
Spain really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Bit too much weight on the pass.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
That has been cut short. Rodri. And reclaimed it in a trice. Spain moments now away from seeing this one out.
Well, what we're witnessing now just goes against the grain. They're not going to get back into the game like this.
That has found him in acres of space. Spectacular save! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's been taken short. Chance! It's in! They have stolen level at the last! Quite exquisite, brilliantly dispatched.
Oh, that's great thinking and wonderful improvisation. He had to reshape quickly to make the perfect connection.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
All square again into the dying minutes. Rodri. Oyarzabal. Now it's Yamal. Nico Williams. Here's Oyarzabal. And again! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Laporte. Dani Olmo. Yamal. Nicely intercepted. 2 minutes to be added on. Final seconds, this has to be it. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Pedri. So that's it, it is all over. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Your reflections then, Jim?
Spain certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are glad to inform you that
And so, to avoid defeat is to go through. Every reason here for them to believe, but this has got to be done. The mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we rise now for the Spanish national anthem. Quite some performance, and now here comes the response. Spain lining up with a look of total focus. Eyes on the prize, which is way beyond these group stages.
Well, Peter, this is nothing to do with good fortune now. This team is here on merit, and if they can sustain their level of performance, it's hard to see anything other than the right conclusion to this group stage. However, and I have to address the other potential outcome and remind everyone that concentration has to be their best player for the duration, or else.
So we're up and running. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, the versatility of Nico Williams has been hugely impressive. I think, Peter, he's just as good on either side of the pitch, and he has a footballing brain that seems to allow him to work things out with ease. And And I think it's been suggested at times that he could play further up the pitch, but I think as a full-back, having the space to run into, I think to take away that from his game would be criminal.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Kadiolu. Yilmaz. Goulet tries to dink it through. Tries a shot! Oh no, it's an own goal!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Moved on forwards. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Yilmaz. Kadiolu. Akaidi. Yilmaz looks to get on the end of this. Pedri. Played over towards the opposite flank. And it's Olmo. And it's played forward. Celik. Kavecci. Celik. Now he's wondering who wants it. Özkan. Çalhanoğlu. Out to Yilmaz. Now it's Goulet. It's run loose here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Yamal. He is through here. He's come in hard. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Yamal. Llorente. Oh, such a clever touch. In with the challenge. Yilmaz, now looking to orchestrate a counter. Kadiolu. Yilmaz. Çalhanoğlu forwards and with intent. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Oyarzabal. Çalhanoğlu. Turkey are already ahead, the perfect start.
Well, this is all down to a big team commitment to exercise a measure of control, and it's working.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And they've got rid. Çalhanoğlu. Turkey leading here after what's been an eventful start to the game. Arda Güler. That's an untidy challenge, free kick given. what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed. Turkey are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
It's a throw-in. Yamal battling down that right flank. Williams! It's anyone's ball now. Could be danger here. Llorente turns and goes back. Yilmaz goes on a charge down the left. Akaidi. Kajolu. That's really well manoeuvred. Yilmaz. Kaveci. Pau Kubasi does really well to win the ball there. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. And the shot! That carried quite a threat. Nico Williams. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Kaveci, Özkan, Kaveci providing an outlet on that flank. There's no flag, and it's Celik. That's a cute ball. Out to the right, Llorente. Yamal. Spain just doing what they're good at. Possession-based football. It's lovely.
Nice to watch, yeah. It's all about passing in little intricate triangles, trying to force a few of their opponents out of position and then exploit the space.
Pedri. Llorente. Pedri shifted upfield. Bardakci aim forwards. Celik. Now it's Kaveci. And it's Celik. Can he get onto this? Pedri. Oyarzabal. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Kajolu. Yilmaz. Now it's Yilmaz. Now who's going to be first to this? Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Yilmaz. Yilmaz! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. Three-nil, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, that's nice. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. The cross comes in.
He's having a shot!
Oh, that is rather wayward.
Spain are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box.
Yilmaz.
Yilmaz!
What a hit, the save was firm.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Out to the left it goes. And here's Nico Williams. Cross in, looks like a good one. And he's there to clear it. Gently done. Yilmaz. Nice control. Gula spread out to the left. Kajolu. Nice looking ball. Takvechi, Celik. That's good play. 30 minutes gone. Çalhanoğlu. Muscular approach does pay off here. Celik has got himself a free kick. That looks like a final warning, still no card.
Chance for a shot!
Just wouldn't stay down for him. The ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Bardakci shifted upfield. And it's Celik. Now it's Kavetsi. Carvecci played with, climbs up big! Hit with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Moved on forwards. That's a throw. Bardakci. Celik. And it's played into the middle. That's really well manoeuvred. Yamal aimed forwards. Over to the left. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, it's come loose. And that's a throw. And it's Olmo. Williams. He is just caressing the ball. Dani Olmo. Pedri! A real chance and a real let-off. Yilmaz. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. And that was very necessary. Celik has it in a wide position. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Articular. Rodri, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Eric Garcia. And it's played forward. Kadiolu. Yilmaz. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Kadiolu. Çalhanoğlu. Now it's Yilmaz. That's a cute ball. Now it's come to nothing. Ronaldo. Nico Williams. Dani Olmo. Oyarzabal played out to the left flank. That's very neat. Now it's Dani Olmo. Nico Williams. That's been drilled in. Yilmaz played into space. Kavetsi. Cross goes in there. Real chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Pau Kubasi forwards and with intent. And the pass is intercepted. Dani Olmo is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Out towards the flank. Can he spark a counter here? And it's played forward. That's been slipped through. Oyarzabal! Yamal. And here's Oyarzabal. And it's been taken short. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Celik. Kavecci. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Played in deep.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Do have a chance to counter here. He's through here. Oh, great chance! Yamal is certainly onside here. There's the shot! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Oh, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Turkey are cruising it at half-time, 3-0 ahead. Here we go again then. And it's Grimaldo. Williams. And Kaidin gets it away. Rodri. The message is clear, none shall pass. Goulet did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Grimaldo. Dani Olmo. Mikel Oyarzabal. Dani Olmo. Goulet. Akaide. Kadiolu. Yilmaz. Yilmaz. Goulet. Out to the left it goes. Now it's Yilmaz. Yilmaz! And he should have made it 4.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Can he latch on to this? Now it's Williams. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Through. That'll be a throw-in. Moved on forwards. And it's Olmo. Danny Olmo goes for goal! That's really well manoeuvred. And they're not going to make any further progress now. That has found him in acres of space. And that has been cleared. Looking for a decent ball in. Ball comes in. That is a brilliant interception. Danger averted for now. Now it's Kavetsi. Takvechi. And he's surging through. Al Kubasi shifted upfield. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Oyarthabal. Yamal. Yamal. Mikel Oyarthabal. And here's Yamal. Very nicely done. And the ball's come loose here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now then, the ball's come loose. Eric Garcia did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Oyarthabal. Yamal. And here's Llorente. Lovely feet. That's going to go a long way. There will be a throw-in. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Goulet. Çalhanoğlu aim forwards. Llorente. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Nico Williams. That has been knocked clear. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Pedri, over to the left. Turkey 3 up and in almost complete control. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, if you dwell on it for that long, that's what happens.
Al Kubasi wins the duel this time. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
Tries a measured ball. Al Kubasi getting this one clear. Rodri gets rid without sophistication. Just deflected over the goal line for a corner. Raya gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Dani Olmo, Grimaldo, Nico Williams, Grimaldo, Rodri, Pedri, and here's Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal! And he's done very well to deal with it.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this...
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Yamal. Mikel Oyarzabal. Now it's Williams. Oh, played right into his path. Williams! Surely! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
That is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oyarzabal, gently done. Oyarzabal is sporting a guilty look after that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Grimaldo forwards and with intent, and it's Olmo. And here's Nico Williams. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick, and he's going to have his name taken.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
He's got his range wrong there. Clearly not happy with that. Nico Williams. And here's Oyarzabal. Pedri, gently done. Bardakci clears it away. Çalhanoğlu. That pass has been well intercepted. Llorente. That is lovely. And it's Olmo. Good chance here. No, not quite.
Spain seem to have deployed this as a tactic that may need reconsideration.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Pedri. Oh, can he get onto this? Nico Williams. Oh, he's found support out wide. Nico Williams receives it in a wide position. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Dani Olmo picks it up out wide. Goulet, spread out to the left. Yilmaz gets into some space. In it comes. Pedri. Out to the left it goes. Özcan gets over and intercepts. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oyarzabal. Yilmaz given the lift of his goal, and the counter is on. He's through here. Yamal. Pedri chooses to go cross-field. Dani Olmo. Pedri. Oyarzabal. Oh, that's neat. Pedri. Akaydin gets good distance on it. Al-Kubasi has it back and can go again. Ronaldo. Pedri. Now it's Yamal. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Lamine Yamal really needed to be much faster then, much more decisive.
That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, easy pickings there. Yamal looks to the other side. Nico Williams. And a chance! And that is great goalkeeping.
Spain have obviously gone down this shooting route in the hope of exposing a flaw or two. I think the best thing they can do is just move to plan B.
Oh, some tackle that. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Yamal in acres of space out wide. Chance to play it in. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! Perfect timing, perfect connection, and a perfect outcome.
Oh, wonderful, just wonderful. What technical dreams are made of. It was unstoppable.
So here comes a substitution.
Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Yilmaz. Great defending, strong and determined. And here's Oyarzabal. Yamal, delicate ball, and it needs to be. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Goulet. Bardakci shifted upfield. The final 5 minutes. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Pedri. Llorente. And he decides to cross it. Takes a shot! Just off target.
Lamine Yamal is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Celik. Bardakci moved on forwards. Takfeci, lovely bit of skill. Kadiolu. Arda Güler. Al Kubasi. Gets it clear. Can he deliver? Kadiolu. That's tidy. Llorente does really well to win the ball there. Pedri. And they can counter here. Now it's Baina. He has found the way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second. So now the difference is 3. Dani Olmo. And it's Baina. Great work on the overlap. Up he goes! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Dani Olmo. Tino. Oh, nice touch. He's found the way through. Akaidin. So that's it. It is all over. Turkey pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness. Well, a win on the final day does restore some pride, whether or not it is enough for them to progress. Those two defeats with which they started left them with too much to do. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Turkey put on a good show of pride and professionalism and found the motivation to do more than just fulfill a duty.